and a time to celebrate their next steps. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Chips now, and he will let you know how we're going to follow up.
Great, thanks, Brad. Appreciate everybody being here. Welcome, and very proud of these guys: Cole, Dion, Charles, Jim, our two Wills, and Ryan today. Proud of your accomplishments as students and as athletes, but more so as people. You're all great kids, and you've got tremendous futures, and we're just thrilled that you're going to get the chance to go to some outstanding schools and continue your sports career. It will pay dividends for you. You will make friends who will be your lifelong friends. And I've talked to so many people that have played sports in college at whatever level, and they will tell you that the best friends that they make are often those folks. Those are the folks who are the godparents of their children and their best men in their weddings. And you'll form the kind of relationships you formed here with people. And that's what sports ultimately is all about, are these relationships. So we're really thrilled for you and proud of each of you. You have a lot in store, great camaraderie and friendships and exciting times. What we're going to do today is go in alphabetical order by sport, and we'll start with baseball since it's a B. And I'll call on Coach Anderson, and he'll come up, and each coach will come up and say a little something about their athlete or athletes. And then when they finish, the parents and whoever else, if they're friends or other family, feel free to come up. We'll come up and we'll take some pictures. We'll have a picture with the coach, but also then with family members, and the boys will put on their hats and sign the letter that we have for them. Guys do that when the camera's being snapped. And then we'll move on to the next student, and we'll do that till the end. And at the end, we'll have the cake cutters come up, and they will cut cake. And these guys will devour all of those cakes. If you want to see 7 cakes disappear in less than 3 minutes, just watch, because you'll see it happen today. So without further ado, we'll start with baseball and Coach Mike Anderson and talking about Cole Crossing. First one here to my left. Mike.
During Cole's 4 years with the varsity, he has been asked to play multiple positions: pitcher, catcher, third base, and first base. In his freshman and sophomore seasons, Cole had limited playing time, but he learned what to do, and probably most importantly, what not to do by some of the older players. In 2015, his junior year, the coaching staff saw a new animal in Cole. He worked tirelessly and was never satisfied with what he needed to do to get better. Because of this work ethic, he was 5th on the team in on-base percentage, batting average, and slugging percentage. He was 4th in walks, 2nd in doubles and RBIs, and tied for 1st in home runs. This year, Cole has been a great asset, contributing a team-leading batting average at .303, doubles with 10, 5 hit by pitch, and RBIs with 17. So he was leading the category in all those leading in all those categories. He is 2nd in slugging percentage. With that being said about his athletic successes on the field, Cole is an even better human being. Cole has been a student or a player for me for 6 years, and it has been my pleasure watching his maturation process. I'm excited to continue to see him grow as a person and a baseball player at Pitzer College in California over the next 4 years. Congratulations, Cole.
Next up, Dion Coofer, who will continue his football career at Rhodes College in Memphis. Coach Uverard will say a few words about Dion, and then after Dion, we'll move on to Charles West, who's going to UT, and you'll cover both of them.
Thanks, Mark. I have the pleasure of talking about two young men this morning, and these guys are real easy to talk about because they are such great people, and it's been a pleasure having both of them in our football program. And I'll start with Dion. I'm going to read a few awards that Dion has received over the past 3 years of varsity football. As a sophomore, we were semifinalists. As a junior, we were state champions, and as a senior, we runner-up. And Dion was instrumental in all 3 of those seasons, especially his starting as a junior and a senior. This year, he was named Division II AA All-Region Team, and maybe the most important award, I think, as a coach is Dion was one of our team captains, elected by not only his peers, almost unanimous vote, but also unanimously by his coaches. And Dion is, I'm telling you, this kid, there's not many days I didn't see a smile from this kid. He's always smiling, just like he is now. And his character is impeccable. Just, I really appreciate Dion's hard work, his love for his teammates. I don't know that I've ever coached somebody that's worked as hard in the weight room, on the field, and in the off season. And that's why he was our team captain. And that's why he's going to be able to continue his education at Rhodes College and be able to play football. So give it up for Dion Coofer.
Come on up, don't be shy. Lots of cameras, lots of film.
Now for Chuck West, better known as, I call him Chucky, Chucky man. Just a few awards again, team awards first. As a sophomore again, as Dion, semifinalist as a junior state champion, and this year state runner-up. Chucky also won our Big Red Award this year for his dedication and love for the team, which is a big award that we give out every year. And Chucky has a great story. I mean, just from talking to him, trying to get him to come out for football, which we thank God he did, and then just from where he started and to where he ended is nothing short of incredible. Being as skinny and ugly and just the kid had nothing going for him except this big heartbeat inside of him. And I'm telling you, it's one of the best stories that I've been around in coaching. This guy came in as a senior this year and was instrumental in our whole season, getting to the state championship game, and was a physical presence. And when you look at Chucky, sometimes he might be 6'2", but not a lot of weight there, and maybe not a lot of strength in the weight room. But his heart and the way he played the game was just phenomenal. And everybody knew it too. By the end of the year, teams that we faced knew that free safety that we had back there, if he got a shot, was going to hit you. And I just love what he did for our team, and love the passion. And that's what NBA is all about, is stories like this. And that's why I love to coach the game with people like Chucky West. And he's going to continue his education and invited walk-on at the University of Tennessee. So give your hand for Chucky West.
Next up is Jim Garrett, who will be continuing at Mars Hill University, lacrosse. Coach Garvey.
I think I just need to start off by saying, what a great kid Jim is, and he has that infectious smile. I know he's smiling right now. He's definitely been smiling the whole time, and everyone knows that. That's one of the first things you notice about Jim is his smile. He's a 2-year letter winner for us at the varsity level. He's a team captain this year, which is incredible. Jim is a great leader, not just through his words, but through his actions too. He's a very humble young man, but he provides a great example for his teammates and for his coaches and for all the young men here. Also, Mars Hill University, Jim will be attending, and they're getting a great player, obviously, and a great teammate. I think that Jim's positive attitude, coupled with that smile, is going to be incredible for Mars Hill. And Jim kind of decided late in the game to attend Mars Hill. He was kind of going back and forth if he wanted to play college lacrosse. And in the middle of the season, he came to me and said, "Coach, do you think it would be possible to, go to Mars Hill and play? Do you think I could do it?" And I said, "Absolutely." And it was after our spring break trip, and I think that tells you a lot about Jim, is that after being on our spring break trip with his teammates, and he said he just doesn't want that to end. I think that's very representative of Jim. And so, that comes from the top too. His family's great. I know his older brothers, and his parents. They're a great family, and that's where it all starts. So we're really proud of Jim, and we're looking forward to hearing about great things about Jim playing at Mars Hill University.
Next up is Will Emerson, who is going to continue his soccer career up at a pretty fair little school up in New England called Yale University. And Coach Cheevers is up to talk about Will.
Good morning. To say that we're going to miss this guy is an understatement. And how high I rate him as a soccer player, again, is just up there. But today I have the pleasure to talk about Will Emerson, who will be attending Yale University in the fall. I first met Will when he attended an NBA soccer camp as an 8th grader. It was immediately evident to me how good a soccer player this kid would become as he glided through fellow campers with the ball stuck to his feet. At the time, I said he was going to be the best of the 3 Emerson brothers, who have all played varsity soccer here at NBA, with 4 going on and playing college soccer at Swanee. Will's dad, John, said that it actually bugged Forward and Jack, at least I hope it did, that Coach Cheevers said this, and oh, how I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in the household to hear the 3 boys jabber at each other. To the soccer eye, Will makes the game look easy and effortless. For a centre-back, he's tall and athletic, an excellent distributor of the ball, good in the tackle, commanding in the air, and very composed in possession of the ball. While he's also dangerous on set plays, which is a huge addition to his new team. Personality-wise, interesting. Will gives off this quiet demeanor as if laid back and chilled, but underneath you can see that he's a true competitor, a winner who doesn't take defeat lightly. Will, it's been a true pleasure to have had the opportunity to coach you. And with hard work, a desire, a hunger and a passion to succeed, I'm sure you'll be a big success at Yale, both athletically and academically. Quickly, I'd like also to thank John Emerson, Will's parents, John and Amy Emerson, who have been a huge support to me and our soccer program here at MBA. Thanks.
Well, next up is another Will Eskew, who will continue his track career at UNC, and Coach Pruitt will come up and talk about Will.
It's interesting, Coach, that all the track kids are really good looking. Will Eskew came off track in the 10th grade, and he wasn't really very big or very fast, but he was certainly smart, athletic, and extremely coachable. Over that summer, he started regular training, and by the next year was one of the better track athletes at this school. At the end of the year, he qualified for the state decathlon and finished 4th in a field where 6 of the 8 placers were from our region. He continued to improve this year significantly and won the city championship in the shot put, placed 2nd in the triple jump, 3rd in the hurdles, and ran a leg on the 4x4 relay that capped the team championship for us. During the year, he's competed in the 100, 400, high hurdles, pole vault, long jump, triple jump, shot put, and probably I don't know if he was in the tug of war or not. Yesterday, he became the first NBA track athlete to qualify for the state meet this year by finishing 2nd in the region decathlon to a top 5 nationally ranked athlete. Our goal for Will, and certainly his goal for Will be to break the school record in the decathlon and state meet this year. But even better than that, he's one of the guys that goes out of his way to help coach his teammates, to help them improve as much as he's improved. He's taking 5 advanced placement and honors classes. He's the president of the Honor Council. Not only will the track team and coaches miss Will as he goes to UNC next year, but MBA is going to miss him as well.
Last but absolutely not least is Aronde Pendergrass, and he will be continuing his track career at Rhodes College, where he will be a classmate of Dion. And so we're proud of them. And Coach Jan Pippin will come up and talk about Aronde.
Good morning. I first want to take an opportunity to thank Coach Pruitt, our head coach, for giving me the opportunity to talk about Aronde for just a second. In addition to track and field, Aronde has been a member of the football team that you've already heard lots of accolades for, so I want to make sure you know that all these guys are multi-sport athletes, and that's kind of a big deal around here. Aronde started his high school track career on the middle distance team, running lots of 800s and helping us on 4x8s and scoring points. As he grew larger to help the football team, 800 meters was a really long way around the track for a big guy. So at the advice of his coaches, he made the move to the sprint team, being very trusting of our advice and having a great attitude to do whatever was right for the team and could help us the most. Since that time, Aronde's been a high jumper and a 400-meter man where he has scored multiple points in lots of meets for us. This season, Aronde has been very frustrated by a string of injuries that have also frustrated his coaches and teammates for him. In the midst of all that frustration, Aronde has continued to lead by example. He's been positive. He never complains. He's always where he's supposed to be. He's always got the right clothing on, and he's always helping everybody else, even when he doesn't get to race. So once again, an amazing young man. Aronde, I'm incredibly proud of the gentleman, the scholar, the athlete, and especially the leader that you are. You're positive and you're trustworthy, and you always give your best. I truly believe that you're going to overcome all these injuries and have a brilliant track and athletic career at Rhodes. I'm very proud of you. Congratulations.
If we could maybe give it up one last time for all of these guys. Hold tight, guys. No cake yet, not yet. No cake yet. I would like to ask the cake cutters to come up. These are the cutters of the cake. And they are very important people here today. And while they're doing their thing, guys, listen up. One last thing I'd like to say to these boys. Gentlemen, we're really, really proud of you. We really are. And all the coaches, I look around, I see Coach Simpson and Coach Jackson, Coach Anglin, Coach Davidson, Coach Uverard, Coach Cheevers, Coach Martin, Coach Anderson, and others. We're really excited for you. Not just because you're going to play the sport or go to a great school, but because you're going to make some great relationships. And this weekend I had a chance to run up and see my son playing baseball up in a school in New England, and there were 5 guys sitting in the stands to my right, and they had played baseball together at this school 20 years ago. And one of them lived in San Francisco, one was in New York City, one was in Houston, the rest were scattered in between. And I couldn't help but hear them because they were one row below me and they were kind of loud. And they hadn't seen each other in 6, 7, 8 years, and yet it was as though they had been together yesterday. And they were talking about their families and their kids, and every time something would happen on the field, you know, somebody turned a double play, and one of them would say, "Do you remember that double play we turned against so-and-so?" And it just made me think about this ceremony and
what you guys have in store for you. You're going to make incredibly great friends and have incredible memories and people that you will gather with 20 years hence. And that's just a lot to look forward to in life, and we're so excited for you. So with that, slowly, gently descend upon the cake. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.